Imagine being back in elementary school. Those kids sleep in every day during the summer, but not my family. Having 4 brothers and sisters, I had a large family, and living on a farm meant that there was work to do. My summers consisted of picking rocks, driving tractors, planting seeds, and plowing fields. Jim Emery, a local farmer, has farmed for over 40 years. How do I know? Because he is my father. That's right, my dad has been farming since he was 7 years old. He owns 50 acres, 30 are utility, the rest is pastures and woods. One of the crops that he grows is buckwheat. Buckwheat is important to make sure the field stays healthy.
Buckwheat, good for a cover crop, puts nitrogen back in the soil when you plow it under in the spring.
At one point, his family grew rye, wheat, oats, buckwheat, and certain crops I never even knew they grew. But now all my dad grows is basic vegetables such as field corn, sweet corn, pumpkins, peppers, and tomatoes. Emery says that after the crop is grown and then picked, there's still plenty to do to the field.
Once you pick the crops, you lime it, makes the ground sweet. It gets the acidity out of the fertility of the soil, so it'll grow a better crop. It's like putting sugar in cereal, makes it sweet. And basically that's it until spring. Then you plow them and plant them.
To obtain a good crop, he recommends you rotate them every year.
Yeah, every year I guess you rotate. Bugs and the germs that get up from that crop will produce better in the soil, and you won't get such a good crop. That's a symbol you go by. Every year you rotate.
Growing up with 13 brothers and sisters, at that time, they had the spare hands to take care of the cows, the pigs, the horses, the corn. 1968, after his father passed away, everybody moved away. They were forced to give up the dairy.
All my brothers and sisters milk. Barn was about 300 feet from the house. They milked the cows and brought milk up to the milk eating parlor up at right by the house. We carried it by hand, by buckets. Kind of got rid of them. They slowly got fewer and fewer. Then we just raised a few beef cattle to eat. Buddy was gone, and you didn't have all the help. Right by the house, we carried it by hand, by buckets.
The one story I remember him always telling me was when he was driving a tractor and almost got ran over by it.
I remember almost getting knocked under the wheel one time by hitting a big stone and the tractor stopping dead. They've been a good old days.
Just like when my dad was young, we were taught how to do things at a younger age.
When I was 7 years old, I learned that stuff young. Because I was old enough to be on the tractor. I was riding. I don't know if I was plowing yet, but I was riding.
For those who have never had the pleasure of working on a farm, it's a lot more work than you would think. You wake up at dawn and you go in at dusk. There's a lot of work to be done, and somebody's got to do it. I'm Jen Emery, Titan Radio News.